Thank you for staying with us. Still on politics, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has expressed its readiness for the forthcoming Ondo State governorship election scheduled for November 16. However, there are concerns in some quarters due to the usual issues that mar elections in the country, such as delays in the distribution of electoral materials to polling units, as well as security of those participating in the process. This is as the Ondo State chapter of the People's Democratic Party have petitioned INEC, that's the INEC chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, demanding immediate replacement of the state's electoral, that's the Resident Electoral Commissioner, Mrs. Toyin Babalola. The PDP, in demanding the replacement of the REC, also asked the INEC boss to deploy a non-partisan official with no previous association with Ondo State. Joining us to discuss this is legal practitioner and public affairs analyst Taiwo Ojumu. Taiwo, thank you for joining us on the news.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Taiwo, how would you assess the level of INEC's readiness for the upcoming Ondo State governorship election?
Well, thank you. I think it's only INEC that can accurately tell us how ready and prepared they are. But then again, if you ask INEC will always tell you they are ready. INEC will never tell you it's not ready. I think their default response is always we are ready until the election day comes, and then all manner of glitches begin to pop up. But honestly, I'm pro INEC. I sincerely want INEC to work. I'm looking forward to a day where INEC will conduct a free and glitch-free election in this country. So yes, I sincerely hope ready means ready this time around.
So what steps, in INEC being ready, what steps do you think they can take to address the concerns regarding delays in the distribution of electoral materials, and also to ensure a timely and efficient electoral process come November 16?
Okay, thank you. I think the major step they can take is to ensure that electoral materials are deployed in time. For instance, in Ondo States, there are two local governments that are riverine areas, Ondo local government and the Ilaye local governments. Incidentally, these are local government where the two foremost candidates, that is the candidates for the APC and the PDP, are from. That's the Southern Central District of the state. These are riverine areas, and so sometimes in past elections, we have seen instances where electoral materials did not get to those areas in time because of logistics issues, and because those places are kind of landlocked, and then you have to travel by sea. And so the major advice I think I'll give to INEC, what INEC should do is to ensure that at least 1 week before the election day, materials should be deployed to those areas, and ensure that there's provision of adequate security to ensure that those materials do not find themselves in the hands of politicians who may use them.
Okay. Now, given the historical challenges with security during elections, what specific security strategies should be implemented to protect both voters and also election officials and materials?
I think the major strategy should be the deployment of so many security personnel. We can use the civil defense corps, we can use the police, and thankfully.
But won't that intimidate voters? Too many security officials being around?
No, and that's why I said that they should use more of civil defense or security personnel, because these guys are meant for the civilians. But then again, the good thing is that this time around, this is an off-cycle election, and so the security requirement, the security personnel requirement is less compared to general elections where there's always a lot of demand on security personnel across the country. But then I think majorly there should be more deployment of security personnel because and then the citizens themselves, the electorate should be aware. Should ensure that they stand and defend their votes. Security is not just the work of uniform officers. It's a collective work, and so every citizen should ensure that they prioritize their security. So yes, deployment of more security personnel will do the job, and then the electorate themselves should be vigilant and ensure that the election, their votes are protected.
Okay, Taiwo, now we're seeing a repeat of, what had happened in Edo State, happening in Ondo State when it comes to the issue of replacing the Resident Electoral Commissioner. Now, how do you think that the demand from the Edo State chapter of the PDP for the replacement of, the REC, how do you think it will impact the public's perception of INEC's neutrality and the overall electoral process?
Yes, the thing is, I would not know I've read the allegations the PDP in those states have raised and levied against the Resident Electoral Commissioner, one Mrs. Toyin Babalola. But if these allegations are to go by, if these allegations are true, then INEC needs to take those allegations seriously, because alleging that the REC has some kind of relationship with the APC candidate, that is the incumbent governor. Those are very, very serious and grave allegations. And so I think if INEC wants the electorates to perceive it as the unbiased umpire that it should be, and to perceive it as the neutral umpire that it should be, then I think something serious has to be done. And that is if those allegations are true. Like I said, these are still allegations, but these allegations can go a long way in affecting or in causing what we call voter apathy. A lot of people say, it's usual that we can already tell that a social person will win and that their votes don't count, and that might impact on the turnout on election day. But then again, Professor Mahmood should look critically into these allegations and then act timelessly.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Taiwo, for joining us and speaking on this.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.